Welcome. This is Distressed Asset Analysis Spreadsheet, video tutorial number 1. My name is Jeffrey Smith. This is the Distressed Asset Analysis Spreadsheet. It is very similar to the non-performing note analysis spreadsheet. I've enhanced this spreadsheet to include an asset portfolio controls section where you can analyze multiple assets and store them in the spreadsheet. These assets are numbered ordinally, 1 through however the number of assets you have. You can scroll through the assets just by hitting the scroll buttons. If you change a value, my apartments, you could hit the store button to replace the specified ordinal number, or you could click the fetch asset button and it will fetch the value at that ordinal number. You add new assets to the spreadsheet by clicking the add asset button. You can specify an ordinal number and click the delete asset, and that ordinal number will be deleted and all the subsequent numbers will be renumbered. I want to show you in this tutorial how to process one asset in multiple ways. These would be called scenarios, not to be confused with Excel scenarios. This spreadsheet is originally designed as analyzing non-performing notes. So if we analyze this property as if it were a non-performing note, the asking price is $1,395,000. So I've calculated a note parameter such that the face value of that note would be the same amount. Interest only, 13.33%, 100% loan to value, and the debt service is equal to the net operating income. There is zero cash flow in this property. That's why it's being sold as a distressed asset. Now the problem is, when we analyze this property that way, as if it were a distressed note, we see that the distressed asset purchase price is $679,383. That's much less than the asking price. It's about 48% of the asking price. So a better way to analyze this would be in the second scenario. Where I have changed the syndication parameters and using a hard money loan for 50% of the repositioning cost, change the net yield to the common equity financiers from 100% down to 28%, because in this venture we're not buying the note, we're buying the property. And we will refinance the property at completion of repositioning that will give us $230,000 for the common equity financiers, $57,000 for the syndicator. We'll have refinanced cash flow parameters as indicated here, and we'll retain 30% protective equity for the refinance lender. Down below, I've added some input fields for the asset buyer parameters and project management parameters and control buttons. We can go over to the note buyer worksheet, and these buyers don't necessarily have to be note buyers. They could be buyers of properties that you want to flip to, wholesale buyers. You simply scroll through your list of note buyers until you find the appropriate one. Then go back to Distressed Asset Analysis. Click the Set Buyer button, and those values are copied into this input area. Do the same with Project Management. Scroll through until you find the correct project manager for this project. Go back to Distressed Analysis. Click Set Manager, and the values are copied in. Now you can store the asset into the spreadsheet. If we scroll to the first scenario, we see the fields are blank. Scroll to the second scenario, and now the fields are copied in. You can export the assets as a flat text file, tab delimited. And you can import those at a later date. Note that the Save CSV button will only save the values of the spreadsheet as it currently is for import into Microsoft Word Mail Merge templates. Using this spreadsheet, you can calculate the values for a non-performing note or a distressed property by using the current operating data and the anticipated repositioned operating data. You can use a repositioning debt to create leverage for your syndication so that you can offer a price that the seller will accept. This has been Distressed Asset Analysis Spreadsheet video tutorial number 1. My name is Jeffrey Smith, and thank you for your support.